You're listening to the Long Game Podcast. I'm your host, Sandra Scaiano. I am starting off today's episode with a client win that backs up into one of the most important concepts in business. Are you guys ready? Okay, so one of my clients hit a milestone this week. She has crossed, well, I like to say crushed because it wasn't even close, the $500,000 mark in her course business. And she did it in 2 years. Yes, let's celebrate this. A woman-owned business making $500,000 plus in 2 years working from her home. A woman-owned business that is investing back into hiring other women, that is supporting other women-owned businesses in her community. And I want to add that this number is not including anything else, just her digital products. So for everyone listening and wishing you had a course or a membership, that is a vehicle for you to do what you love and share what you are skilled at in your own way. I'm here to say it is possible. You can create this and you can have a thriving digital business. You're listening to the Long Game Podcast with Sandra Scaiano. In a world where everyone is doing, it's easy to get lost in a sea of comparison, secret tricks, and promises of overnight success. The long game is my approach to business. The actual day in and day out philosophy that you have to show up, you have to do the work, and there's no quick fixes for long-term success. I'm a web designer, digital strategist, and energetic thinker, and I'm here to share the process and lessons I experience with my clients daily who are going through the same struggles of building a business as you are. We'll hear from successful entrepreneurs sharing their long game strategies, and I'm fun, so we're going to have a little fun along the way too. Thanks for being here. Let's get to today's episode. I have worked with this client from her digital start and ongoing. And one of the things that comes up when you hit a number like $250,000 in your first year of digital is this a fluke? Am I going to be able to do this again? And not only did she do it again, she did it with one less launch than the year prior. And I'm going to tell you, one of the most important concepts in business that has brought this client to her milestone, whether you have a course or do coaching or are a service provider, it's all about foundation. Building a foundation for your business, giving it strong legs to stand on, it's a necessary step for business success. And what seems so quick looking back now, was working with all sorts of ideas and building systems and correcting problems day to day. And, I know some of you are like, yeah, I got a solid foundation. But do you really? Is your product or service getting results? Have you implemented change since your last course launch or the last client that you serviced? Have you fixed the things that you said you were going to fix? And have you looked at your data, analyzed it, and made decisions about what needs to be done or what direction you need to go on from a data-informed perspective? And those are just a few foundational tasks that come to mind because foundation takes time and attention. It's a long game, people. So some people think that the foundation of a business is social media, and some think it's emailing your list, and some think it's copy, like how are you reeling them in on your sales page? And those can all be aspects of a business foundation. They are tools, they are tactics, but your business is more than that. In building a foundation for your business, you experience problems. And when you do experience problems and you address them, you grow. Problems are how you grow. So taking time in building a foundation and solving your unique problems that come up along the way allows for you to be better and to create a better business, a better course, better coaching, better whatever experience. Because this client who reached this milestone, She did it without a big email list. She did it without a big Facebook ad spend. We gave our attention to honing in on what was unique to her business and her method. It really is about the experience you create, the positive experience, the results experience, the easy tech experience that all becomes the client or customer experience. And the customer experience, and your experience as a business owner and your team's experience, if you have one, is paramount in foundation. Because if they suck, it's not going to work. Without a positive experience on these both ends of client experience, customer experience, and business owner experience, customers don't return and they don't refer your business. And, business owners and teams end up miserable. And who got into this to be miserable? I truly believe building a foundation that includes the business owner's experience is equally as important as the customer's experience. Foundation of your business starts with you, the business owner, and it continues with you. As a person, as a business owner, you have to work on yourself, your own foundation as well. We've talked about this before and on previous episodes. Know your why. What are your core values? It's knowing what blocks you and what holds you back. It's continuing to confront those things and keep growing so that your personal foundation becomes stronger. You have the energy to address whatever comes in your business and the fortitude to know the decisions to make when you keep working on your personal foundation. And here's also where great support comes in, right? Like those I work with don't have to make those decisions on their own. It's good to have, another person to bounce off of. But staying in one place or being stagnant, it isn't the goal. Even if you are an expert in your field, there is always growth, always bettering yourself. The business owners who I see with the most success are always working on themselves. In the episode recently about motivation with Lara Fastman, one of my favorite things that she said was about who cares how long it takes? When you are working towards your goal, who cares? The important thing is getting started and moving in that direction. It's the epitome of the long game, and building your foundation is part of it. Your business foundation and your personal foundation. When I talk about working on yourself, it doesn't have to mean meditation, or it could, but looking inside yourself or your business, it's noticing and then engaging and working through something. Our personal foundation is completely intertwined with our business foundation. And like Brené Brown says, vulnerability is showing up when you do not control the outcome. When we start building our foundation, we feel vulnerable. We are putting ourselves out there. We are thinking all the thoughts, and we definitely do not control the outcome. We are learning at that point what the outcome can be. But the more we show up and do the things that build our business foundation, we move from vulnerable to courageous. So be thoughtful in your business. Do not rush to do all the things that the popular gurus out there tell you to do. Do what you have identified is a need for your personal business foundation, and then add on from there. And remember, there is no timeline for your goals, and just keep working towards them because they are possible. If this is a message that your business bestie needs to hear, please share this episode so she can hear and know about it too. All right, guys, see you next week. Thanks for joining me today. You can access more info in the show notes at thelonggamepodcast.net. If today's show connected with you in some way, please share it with your friends or hop on iTunes and leave me a review. Until next time, keep playing the long game.